George saw his father's unfinished yogurt and reached out to take it. Unexpectedly, his father snatched it away and sternly warned him not to touch the food he had eaten. What the boy didn't know was that his father was protecting him. John was an ordinary worker who earned a meager income by cleaning windows. After his divorce, he and his son George relied on each other. His only wish was to raise his son to adulthood. However, a sudden piece of news shattered John's plan. He was diagnosed with terminal cancer and had less than a month to live. Upon hearing the bad news, John was nearly broken. It didn't matter if he died, but how could his son survive without a father? After much consideration, he decided to do one thing for his son before death came. John asked the community to find a family to adopt George. Soon, a wealthy man came to the door. The man not only owned a large estate of several thousand square meters but also a luxurious villa. After a conversation, John found that the couple loved children and their eyes were full of affection for them. He nodded in satisfaction and immediately decided to entrust them. However, the man said he already had a son and would treat George like his own. But upon learning that the other party had a child, John firmly refused the offer because he was afraid his son would be treated differently. John returned to his room in disappointment, looking at his young son with a heart full of bitterness. As the days passed, his condition worsened. Even drinking water became very difficult. It seemed that death was approaching. For his son's future, John endured the pain and tried to earn more money. However, the pain in his body made him nearly faint, so he had to rest for a while. But the boss thought he was slacking off and not only cut his salary in half but also fired him. John was furious when he got home. He was about to die. Why did he still have to endure such difficulties? He bought several boxes of rotten eggs and threw them all at the rich man's windows, not sparing even his Lamborghini. Feeling a little relieved, he then left gracefully. In the following days, he spent as much time as possible with his son. Seeing the pure smile on George's face, John wished time could stand still at this moment. George found a dead bug and asked curiously, "Dad, why isn't it moving?" John thought for a long time and then told him, "This bug is dead and won't move anymore." He wanted to teach his son the meaning of death, as he would soon face it himself. The pain never left John, but he wouldn't give up until he had arranged for his son. George soon noticed his father's abnormal behavior and thoughtfully poured him a glass of water, believing that it would make him better. John took his son to the second home.